It's May in Minnesota. A hailstorm rolls through the Twin Cities. Your roof gets hammered. You file a claim thinking you're covered, and then you get the adjuster's estimate. You owe $4,000 out of pocket, not 500. That's when you realize there's something on your policy you never knew about, and you're not alone. I see this every spring in my agency. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what your homeowner's policy covers when hail hits, and more importantly, what it does. So when storm season happens, you won't be caught off guard. Standard homeowners policies do cover hail damage. We're talking your roof, gutters, siding, windows, even your air conditioning unit if it gets damaged. If you have a detached garage or shed, those are covered too, usually at about 10% of your total home value. That's the baseline. But here's where Minnesota gets different. Most Minnesota policies now have a separate deductible just for hail and wind damage, and it's not 500 bucks. I'm talking 1 to 2% of your home's insured value. So if your home is insured for $400,000, a 1% deductible means you pay $4,000 out of your own pocket before insurance kicks in. 2%, that's $8,000. This is listed right on your declarations page, but most people never look at it until they file a claim. Here's another thing that matters. When your roof gets damaged, does your policy pay you what it costs to replace it new, or does it pay you that amount minus depreciation for age? If you've got a 12-year-old roof and actual cash value coverage, you might only get 40 to 50 cents on the dollar. So an $18,000 roof replacement might only pay you 8 or 9,000. Check your declarations page right now. Does it say replacement cost value or actual cash value? That one word changes what you get paid. Minnesota ranks at the top of the country for hail frequency. The Twin Cities to southern Minnesota gets multiple significant hail events every spring and in summer. The average hail claim here is $30,000. That's the highest in the nation per capita. Insurers know this, so they're adding deductibles and exclusions faster here than almost anywhere else. That's why your annual policy review matters more in Minnesota than most states. The number one mistake I see is people thinking they know what their policy covers because they bought it 2 years ago and haven't looked at it since. Insurance companies change policy language constantly. I had a client come in last month, 20-year-old roof. He thought he had replacement cost coverage. Turns out his policy had been updated to actual cash value, and he had a 2% wind deductible. When hail hit that roof, he was looking at a $30,000 replacement cost, but only getting paid $9,000 because of depreciation and the deductible. Don't be that person. Check your policy now before you need it. Call us right now at 763-733-7475. We're licensed in Minnesota, Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Illinois, Ohio, Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas, and Arizona. We can get you a quote and review your current coverage in about 3 minutes, or use the link in the description. Nelson and Associates, Fridley, Minnesota.